Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon and a second look at the Mage Knight neoprene mats, the Warrior Playmats by Powerplant Games. So I showed these off in a very brief unboxing, but I just wanted to let you guys take a look at them set up for a game. A few things just really quick off the bat. Mage Knight was already a table hog. These things just make it even worse. So if table space is an issue for you, something like this is definitely something you might want to consider strongly. But taking that into consideration, it's really nice that everything is organized and it gives a nice feel to the game. I do wish that they had put a little bit more color into this track up here. I know they're kind of going for a non-distracting look. I also wish that they had stuck with the original layout of your level up track, where the track's basically, every time you reach the end of a row, you're leveling up in some form or fashion. I feel like at some point I am probably going to miss the fact that I have gone over an upgrade step. So we'll see. Another thing that I realized that I didn't while I was unboxing is that there's no spot for the tokens in the game that populate the map. So normally those would have sit above my offerings here of the advanced actions, spells, the unit offering. All of that would have sat above my XP tracker and all that type of board. So it's a little disappointing that these don't really have a spot, so they're just kind of stuck over here for now. But my biggest concern is whether or not I'm going to be able to fit the map here with everything else. This is a pretty standard size gaming table. It's the interior of the table, which can, the parts can be lifted out and you can play into the well. Is a 3x3, 36 inches wide, which is essentially this playmat here that you can see, the Ryan Lockett one that sits on my table a lot, is even like wider than that. I think it's even closer to like a 38 maybe, or even maybe a 40. I'm not 100% sure, but so in my opinion, if a game cannot fit on a 36 by 36 inch table, which is bigger than the average card table, like if you just have a standard card table, unless card tables have gotten bigger, mine that I just keep in the attic is not quite even 36 by 36. So you're really going to be struggling to get all this onto your table. But what I'm going to do here is just play a few rounds. We're going to speed things up because there's plenty of full Mage Knight playthroughs out there. You guys don't need to see me play through completely. We're here to show off the mats, and then I'm going to take a break in the action and come back at the end of the game so you guys can kind of see how everything is fit and get my opinions on the mats once I've played a full game. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that's going to do it here. I came up just short on my solo conquest. I essentially ran out of time. I ran out of cards. This was the final round, final night phase. I made it to the city, but did not have enough in order to conquer the city. So it happens. I feel like I got really unlucky draws early on with like the rampaging stuff and stuff that I just had to keep running around. But anyways, we're not here to talk about my playthrough. We're here to talk about the mats. So let's quickly just give you my opinion on them. I mean, obviously they're very nicely well done. I really like that there's a spot for everything, even so much as like shield tokens, mana tokens here, that these are separated out. There's a spot for my cards here and my skill pile, my tactics card, deck, play area where I can lay everything out, discard pile. You know, I really like this this particular portion of it. This one up here is okay. I feel like I could maybe organize this whole setup a little tighter to make it not take up so much room. But again, it's just nice thematically to have it all laid out. I think ideally I would play where this and this were next to each other. I would play like on my dining room table where I can spread things out more widthwise, and then have this running up above and it not be such tight space. Whereas on my, you know, kind of 36 by 36 inch space here that I'm trying to fit everything in, I definitely got to the point that as my wedge started to grow, I basically had to remove the beginning portions of the map. You can see here that these are all pieces that should have been laid out, but I removed because, especially in solo conquest, I'm never going to go backwards. My whole point is to move forwards and find those two cities. So again, that just really keeps me from having to reach really far. So it all fits, especially playing solo. So that would be my take on it, that if you are considering, and right now, if you go on to Kickstarter, Powerplant Games is running their Star Wars Rebellion playmats. You don't normally are not able to find these unless you buy them secondhand. Find these unless they're running a Kickstarter. So now's the time to go in and you can purchase the Warrior playmats as part of the Star Wars Rebellion Kickstarter and get these delivered. I really liked the hero mat. The play area mat is okay. I'm certainly will probably play with both when I get them out, but if space is an issue for you, I would definitely go with this one. I feel like it kept everything really nice and neat for me, kept a nice play area open for me, and was very useful, whereas that one was okay. I ended up not... I noticed every time that I went over top of an upgrade space and I, you know, figured out the snake and going around as opposed to jumping back to the beginning of the row, so that was not a problem. Again, I do wish there was a spot. I would be more apt to really like this mat if they had, within the same size, figured out a way to incorporate spots for all of these tokens over here. But again, you know, it is what it is. So that's my general opinion. If space is an issue, but you really want to get something, get just the hero playmat. If you want to go grandiose and big on everything, then get everything. But I certainly don't feel like you need to get the bigger. I think these are the smaller or the regular size ones, and they had even bigger ones. And I was like, really? What are you? Where are you going to put all that? So, yeah. Hopefully, just this brief review of the playmats has been helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.